Hey there, everyone. It's your host here, teamryry, and back for a brand new episode of Team Ryry's Wrestling Podcast, episode number 45. I have a new guest here. Go ahead and plug your social media.
Now you can follow me each and every week at Vince Russo on YouTube, the Realm Network, Podcast One from time to time, and russosbrand.com. And if you like YouTube, make sure to subscribe to me at Andre Corbeil. Now you can follow me on Twitter at Andre_Corbeil and at Can-Am Wrestling. Glad to be a part of the show. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. I've been watching your videos time for time. You do a very, very good job.
Well, thank you.
Okay, first thing is, are you looking forward to this Sunday Money in the Bank live from Las Vegas, Nevada? Yes or no?
Yes, because I'm actually in preparation with Triple H's former personal assistant, Randy Helms, who's a host on my show each and every week at Russo's site. So we're doing our Money in the Bank predictions for this next upcoming episode. We're just gonna wait we're gonna wait till SmackDown's over with, so we don't miss anything.
Cool, cool. Have you ever been to any pay-per-views live yet?
Pay-per-views?
Yes.
No, but many events.
Okay. Have you ever want to go to pay-per-view when you come? Have you ever come to the United States? You got any desire to come out here?
Yeah, if it would be a particular pay-per-view, it would have to be WrestleMania, and I really look forward to all of the side events around WrestleMania from other promotions and Comic-Cons and banquets and whatnot. There's so much going on when it comes to WrestleMania weekend.
Oh yeah. I heard in Toronto you guys gonna host Survivor Series this year. Am I correct? Or am I totally wrong?
The what this year?
Survivor Series in Toronto, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm really far away from Toronto, brother.
Okay. I thought you gonna.
I'm near the West Coast. I'm in Calgary.
Oh, okay. Home of the Hart family, huh?
You betcha. I work for the Hearts.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I'm the ring announcer. I'm the interviewer. I'm one half of the color commentating team with former WWE superstar Razor Rick Titan. He was the second Razor Ramon after Scott Hall.
Oh, okay, okay.
He came in with Kane, who was the imposter Diesel, if you remember.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, that's my commentator for Hart Legacy Wrestling.
Oh, wow, sweet.
We run shows in Alberta, mainly the Calgary area, every week to bi-weekly, pretty much.
Cool.
We have our version of WrestleMania coming up next month, July 10th, 2016, at Ranchman's during Stampede Week, where it's our big Stu Hart Memorial Cup event. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith Jr., returns to Hart Legacy Wrestling. Chris, the Masterpiece Masters, returns to Hart Legacy Wrestling. And a slew of other superstars from independent wrestling as they all compete in the Smith Hart tournament with the championship trophy, the Stu Hart Memorial Cup.
Sweet. Hey,
so
but
that's happening July 10th in Calgary during the Calgary Stampede. Should be quite the big show. That's our WrestleMania coming up.
Cool. Oh, by the way, did they sell a house a long time ago because the mom and dad passed away?
Yeah, I did a little tour of the property and the outside of the house and whatnot a couple episodes ago, probably about 5 episodes ago.
That's a beautiful home. Huge.
But yeah, and it's built so well that it'll probably outlast some of the new houses around it.
Yeah. Why did they sell? Is it because their mom and dad passed away? They don't want nothing to do with it. Is that why
Well, no, a lot of them miss the house dearly because it became a historical landmark. That the city made it a historical landmark.
Okay.
It's protected. But what they did was they went inside the house and they changed all of the interior.
Oh.
Stu had put a lot of work putting classic, expensive chandeliers and all kinds of accents to the house to make it as unique of a home as it was. But it's all changed now. An Italian fellow that tours the world his work is the current owner, and there's caretakers that live there currently.
Okay, so no one can just walk in there for a tour, can they? Nothing?
Oh no.
Okay.
You can come to the grounds and take pictures around the property, but you have to at least get permission or access. Like for instance, the video I shot, I had access, so I was able to walk around the grounds and even stick my phone in a few windows. The dungeon.
Yeah.
I stuck my phone up to the window and filmed what the dungeon looks like today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a lot of great wrestlers in there and all good stuff. By the way, before we...
Well, that's actually a misquote, my brother. I'll rephrase that. I showed what the old Hart family dungeon
okay.
looked like today, because the new Hart family dungeon is Dungeon Discipline Professional Wrestling School. I also do all the news and press release for them as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been working for the Harts for a year now.
Damn. At least you stay busy, you know?
Oh, buddy, it's just I don't come on these podcasts too often.
Okay.
But I don't mind supporting your stuff whatsoever.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. By the way, I got an autograph of Bret Hart. I never met him, but I got it from his official website. It took forever, but it's worth it. I still got to frame the darn thing, you know.
Yeah, I've gotten to celebrate with Bret a few times.
Oh, wow. Is he a cool guy?
Well, it depends. You know, everybody has good points and bad points.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you're miserable and sometimes you're happy, right?
Oh, yeah, yep.
It all depends on when people cross your path, how their interaction is. I've been around Bret once where he seemed a little miserable.
Okay.
I've been around him once where he was very cordial and social, and I got to interview him that night. It was at Stu's 100th birthday. It would have been his 100th birthday if he would have still been with us.
Okay.
The family celebrates Stu's birthday every year.
Oh, wow.
And I was at last year's birthday.
Damn.
Yeah, it was one hell of a night.
That's awesome. Wow.
I got to interview 90% of Stu and Helen's kids.
Holy cow, that's awesome. Even Owen Hart back in the day?
Oh, no. I've met Owen, but no.
Okay.
I've only been in Calgary for 2 years, my friend.
Okay. Where were you before?
Ontario.
Oh, wow.
Toronto.
I bet it gets pretty cold out there, doesn't it, in the winter?
No, we don't live in igloos, brother.
Okay.
Have you ever been in Michigan?
Yes. Well, it was a part of Michigan. My grandparents had a trailer park out there somewhere.
It's very similar to that kind of weather.
Okay. Okay. Let's discuss the first topic. Do you remember the cruiserweight back in the day of WCW?
Yep.
That was freaking awesome. Now they're gonna have like a cruiserweight classic coming up on the network. That's gonna be freaking awesome. I guess some old guys. I mean, some guys we heard of like Tajiri and other guys are very young. Am I right or am I wrong? Like 32 guys, correct overall?
Yeah. I see this as WWE trying to strip away some of the top independent talents.
Okay.
We've seen the history with cruiserweights and lightweights in WWE. The company, in all honesty, isn't really all that big on the smaller, high-flying loop-de-loop.
Nope.
As my boss Vince Russo, my other boss Vince Russo calls it, tumbling. WWE is into a slower product with bigger men.
Yeah,
if you look at their product, it's a 20-foot ring for starters.
Oh, wow.
Most other rings everywhere else are 18 or 16-foot rings. WWE has a 20-foot ring. So I'll give you an example. Let's use a basic wrestling move like two wrestlers running the ropes crisscrossing. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
When they crisscross back and forth.
Yes.
Because of the 20-foot ring, the wrestler has to add one extra step into going into each ropes, so it slows down the speed of the action in the ring, so to speak.
Okay.
But you go down to a 16-foot ring, uh, that's pushing it in size where the wrestlers start to get crammed in there. And I personally like an 18-foot ring the most.
Okay. So you're not a big fan of those TNA back in the day, the six-sided ring, or you love that?
I really like the 6-sided ring.
Yeah, seven different, you know. And when Hogan changed it back, I said, "What? Why do you want to change it back for, Hogan?" You know, when he was in charge of it, that was stupid of Hogan part.
Hogan did a lot of damage, not only financially but creatively.
Oh yeah.
And the same can be said for his tenure in WCW.
Yep, I was just gonna say that. Yep, same thing for Nash. Nash made some mistakes too in WCW, didn't he?
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Hogan and Nash did tons of good for WCW, but in the same time, we'll call it burning the candle at both ends. Eventually, it gets to the center of the candle, and the fire, the flare, the flame goes out, right?
Yes.
So.
Anyway, have you ever met Ric Flair in the past?
No, but the friends that I do know that have met him have given me very different opinions of the Nature Boy. Woo!
Yes, I met him recently, and he was a cool guy. I was kind of nervous, but I got his autograph. My sister met him because she works in that kind of business, you know, hotel. You know, he was in this area, so I met him. I got his autograph twice, so that is freaking awesome.
I've interviewed 61 different superstars in the industry to this point.
Wow.
But the Nature Boy has yet to be on that list, and I'd sure love to interview him at some point. But he's so busy with podcasting.
Oh yeah.
And his other responsibilities that we'll call it a pipe dream or a wish.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. It might happen. It may not happen. Do you ever interview with any divas from the past or current?
Close. I've interviewed Angelina Love.
Oh yeah, she's very, very pretty.
And very nice and cool. And Diana Hart would be the closest thing to a diva.
Okay, that's Owen Hart's wife, right?
No, that's Brett and Owen's sister, the
Oh.
British Bulldog's wife.
Damn,
You remember the lady that was all nervous in the crowd when the Bulldog fought Brett
Yes.
in the stadium in England? That's
Yes.
Diana.
Okay. I wonder how are they doing lately.
Very, very dear, close personal friend of mine.
Oh, cool.
I owe a lot of the success that I've garnered out here, outside of the internet, to Diana Hart and Davey Boy Smith Jr.
That's cool. Yeah, I wish Bulldog was in the Hall of Fame. He's way overdue in the Hall of Fame, you know.
He will, and you know what? I was talking to Tyson Kidd a month ago. We actually talk weekly, especially during the playoffs here. We've been talking quite often there. But we were talking a few months ago about the Hall of Fame and whatnot. And every year they usually have a handful of 5 that they bring in. There's always one headliner, which is the top superstar of that class. And then everyone else on the list is slightly a lower level superstar. I don't mean lower level talent.
Yeah.
But, you know, every show has a headliner, right?
Yes.
And it's the same with the WWE Hall of Fame. And this is what TJ Wilson, Tyson Kidd, was saying. He's like, they can't put a bunch of headliners in, Andre. They can only go with one headliner a year.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm confident it'll happen, but fans need to realize that, he said.
Yeah.
They can only put one headliner in each year.
By the way, is Tyson ever gonna come back, or is he still injured?
It's not really for me to say.
Okay.
There's a reason why wrestlers trust me and do interviews with me, because they know that I'm not gonna throw them under the bus for the hot story.
Okay.
I will say that he has been rehabbing. He has been hitting the gym, and things are pretty focused and determined for T.J. Wilson to return. He wants it. It's in his heart. It's in his soul. But at the same time, he's not going to be stupid and push things too fast. That was a bad injury, and in some cases a career-ending injury. So I think TJ's really smart to take things slowly, one step at a time, not rush it. WWE will be there for him when the time comes and the time's right.
Yeah, how long has it been? How long has it been out of action? A long time.
Oh, it's been a while now, buddy, since Samoa Joe debuted, right?
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was Samoa Joe giving him I believe it was the Muscle Buster move.
Yes, and that was a freak accident, wasn't it?
You know, all of them are freak accidents.
Yeah.
This is a business of risk.
Yes.
Even though it's predetermined.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to use the F word.
Yeah, don't say that.
Even though it's predetermined,
yep.
The athleticism is there.
Yep.
The risk is there, and the chance of injury are there every time these performers perform in front of a crowd. So, you know, there's been countless cases of superstars coming back too soon and ultimately cutting their career short. So I'm definitely on TJ's side. I agree with him. And for the strongest Tyson Kidd to return, he's got to do it step by step and return properly once his body's ready. But I know it's in his heart and his mind and in his soul.
Yeah, that's more important, your health than work, you know, because if you come back early, you might re-injure it, you know.
And yeah, exactly. And you think about it, buddy. It was a long climb to finally get a solid push from WWE management.
Oh yeah.
Which he was finally starting to get.
Yes. Now, does that mean when they come back, does that mean they got to start him over, or they're gonna leave him off where they left off?
I don't know. I'm gonna flip the script and I'll spin the question back to you.
Okay.
Would you like to see the tag team of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro reunited?
Well, no, for me, no, because you know they had their moment. I prefer him go for the major belt.
Or would you? Okay, so you'd like to see Tyson Kidd come back and say, "Look, you forgot about me."
Yes.
Where were the phone calls?
Yes.
You don't give a damn. All you cared about is you.
Yes.
You and your gold and your shot and your precious little push.
Pretty much.
While I sat at home, where were you? You didn't care. You didn't call. You didn't show that you had compassion for me. And then, bam, a big feud.
Yep. Pretty much. I mean, we saw it before in the past, but I think that'd be pretty good if W will run with it, you know?
How was that, buddy, for going in promo mode?
Pretty good.
There, you got an Andre Corbeil Tyson Kidd promo.
Yeah, that's the first time. All my other guests never give me a promo like that, so that's awesome.
You got to make things fun. I try and keep everything professional, but you have to have it fun too. You know, you got to love what you do.
Yeah. I went to WrestleMania 31 with my mom and dad, and I saw Seth Rollins cash in for the first time in WrestleMania history. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Were you a fan of his title reign, or were you a little disappointed like so many were?
Well, disappointed. I mean, it was kind of cool with the cash in, but after that, it just like went rock bottom. It's not his fault. It's the creator's fault. Kind of messed him up, you know.
It's the writers.
Yeah.
It's the writer.
Oh yeah, that's nothing new.
Fact is, I work for the most successful writer in WWF history or WWE history currently. So yeah, it definitely is on the writers.
Yep. And then another thing is, probably nobody will agree with me. I'm so tired of these 3 hours of Raw because it's so. The first hour was good, and after that, it just hits rock bottom. Especially this past Monday, they had a NBA Finals Game 5, so that really hurt the Raw big time.
I've been saying for a long time, scrap the PG. Don't go super crazy.
Yes.
But you have 3 hours to do so much with here.
Oh yeah.
And kids, the fact of the matter and the truth is, as the night goes on, kids are told to go to bed and made to go to bed. So have the first hour totally PG.
Yes.
Have the second hour tweenish. and then the third hour, balls to the, excuse my language, fucking wall.
Yes.
And by that time and at night, WWE's competing with shows that have profanity, bad language, lots of action, stuff that kids are supposed to be in bed for.
Yes.
And Raw is in a time slot that is prime time, but come the end of the show, the children, the viewership from kids isn't there because they're all in bed. So balls to the wall.
I agree, but I don't know if they will do that. And I know
No,
USA.
it's
Go,
never gonna happen because they in this day and age you can't say anything without some group or cause getting upset with it.
yeah,
So
pretty.
you can't do the same kind of things that they were doing in the Attitude Era, pushing boundaries and pushing people's emotions.
Nope.
The day WWE became a publicly traded company was the day of what we like to call inside the business here is pushing the envelope. It's getting on people's nerves. It's pissing people off. It's presenting a show to get people on edge and angry and wanting to come back and see the babyface beat the shit out of that bad guy that deserves to be beat up so bad. But now they're limited in this day and age what they can do to be dastardly, to be evil, to be heelish.
Yep.
Uh, so I don't know. I really don't know what the solution is because wrestling is getting less and less popular by the year, my friend. The ratings don't lie.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, this past Monday the ratings were bad, and I know USA is not a very happy camper, but you signing with W for a three hours of Raw. What do you expect? You know?
Yeah, yeah. Just it's just the progression of the show is so slow.
Yep.
It's so slow. It feels like a chore. When I grew up watching Saturday Night's Main Event and Superstars of Wrestling, Superstars of Wrestling was the introductory show to the Superstars. You'd have jobbers versus superstars.
Yep.
Demolition, just for an example here, would come out and beat the shit out of someone. They'd get like maybe 3-4 moves within the match in, but the rest was just offense. You need jobbers back in wrestling. I'm sorry, but some say, oh, Dolph Ziggler's a jobber. Oh, this guy's a jobber. A jobber loses all the time, every time. It's enhancement talent. Nowadays, there's nobody that loses all of the time.
Yeah, you're right.
So how are they supposed to create new superstars when there's no true jobbers enhancement talent left to determine who's a superstar and who's not?
Beats me. You got to ask Triple H in that question.
Yeah, and when it comes to pay-per-views, it would make the pay-per-views mean more because you'd have the actual superstars fighting the superstars.
Yes.
And on the other shows, you'd have enhancement talent, and then mid-card talent, and then your Raw, which would be the superstars, right, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And you heard that there's possibility after the brand split they're gonna have 2 pay-per-views a month. That's overwhelming. I think so.
Oh, it's overkill, buddy.
Yes.
It's overkill. Um, if you're a person that loves other kinds of wrestling like myself, WWE has too much programming to pay attention to.
Yes.
And I myself am not interested in that programming. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't watch Superstars. I don't watch none of it. I don't have the network. I watch Raw and I watch the pay-per-views. That's all I'm interested in. The rest of my time when it comes to wrestling time goes to all of the other companies.
Okay, got it.
I don't want to be stuck in the WWE bubble because WWE does things one way. There's many other ways of doing things in the wrestling business, and that's the nice thing about having variety and not being stuck in the what I call the WWE bubble, which is the network. How are you going to discover what's going on in the world of wrestling outside the bubble if you're inside the bubble, i.e. the WWE network?
Is it because it lags? Is it because the price sucks, or what?
No, I love wrestling. I don't want one company.
Oh, okay.
I don't want one restaurant left in my town to go eat where I'm forced to have to go eat that food all the time. I don't want one drink that I'm stuck to having to drink the rest of my life with no other variety. I don't want one set of clothes or one style of clothes that I'm relegated to wearing all of the time. I like change and diversity.
Got it.
And people that just watch WWE, that's cool. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If someone likes root beer and wants to drink root beer all the time instead of uh, Pepsi or Coke or whatever, that's cool. But I like to change things up and have variety.
Yeah.
So there's certain things I like from WWE, i.e. their pay-per-views. I like the pay-per-views, whether they're good or not,
Okay.
because it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
Oh yeah.
If you watch my WWE videos with the stuff that I do pay attention to and do report, I'm usually pretty positive. A lot more positive than a lot of WWE people that cover the company.
Okay.
And I'm known globally as the TNA guy. It's not simply the case. I cover almost everything. I don't really cover ROH, but
Yeah. Do you watch? I don't know if you did in the past. Total Divas, or you don't have no desire watching that ever.
Oh, I don't judge against it.
Okay.
I think there's aspects of Total Divas that are highly interesting.
Okay. I mean,
I don't watch every episode, but there usually comes a point in time within the year where on a weekend I'll do like a YouTube Total Divas marathon, and I'll watch 5 to 7 episodes. So I know what's going on every season, and there are episodes that I do extremely enjoy, sometimes a lot more than Raw, buddy.
yeah.
So just because it's a show demographically aimed at girls, I don't think it's a bad show, really.
No, I don't think so. And then when it first aired, it had better ratings than Raw. And what does that tell you?
Yeah, but the ratings are getting worse each year with Total Divas. So I think, I hope adding Maurice to the fold is going to help.
Yeah. Do you think the Bella Twins are way overrated now?
Well, no. What's overrated when you? No, they're
Okay.
both champions. They've both put their time into the company. They've both done tons to help the younger divas learning the craft and how it is on the road and in the industry. So no, it's not like they've been. Can I say bitches?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, it's. Well, I already dropped one F-bomb, but that's all you get. I usually try to be professional.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
The Bellas are team players. You see that during Total Divas. You put all the drama aside that comes with the show. A lot of that is staged.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to it, they're there for the roster, and the only way the WWE Women's roster, thank God we can call it that now.
Yeah, thank God.
The only way the WWE Women's roster can be at its strongest is if all of those women are on the same page and are one finely tuned, oiled machine. And it takes teamwork and the cylinders running in sync to make that engine run at full optimal,
Yeah, I'm just glad they changed it, the Divas instead of Women's, but thank God it took forever to change it back.
Yeah, and I think the title looks better than the main title because of the red and the color scheming and the white. I really like the white strap.
Yeah, but I mentioned in my old pocket, it still reminds me of the guy's belt because it's a big old W. It should be.
Yeah, but you know what's nice about that, brother?
What?
It makes the women come off as equals.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you now. Okay.
Why did I change your mind on a different opinion?
Yeah, but it's okay. I don't want to argue with you, but go ahead.
That's cool. No, what was your take?
I like the belt with Trish. Yeah, that's the belt I love. I thought that's the belt they're gonna bring back, but I was totally wrong.
Oh, okay, the Attitude Era one.
Yes.
Okay.
They should they could have that belt, but make it like a new version of that. But W don't want to do that. They want to make it almost like the men's belt, but they didn't.
They can't bring back the one that Medusa dropped in the garbage can on Monday Nitro.
Yeah. Well, actually they can. People just say, the newer fans, they don't know, they don't look back in history, or maybe they can,
Well, you know what? You have fathers that grew up wrestling fans, and they're going to try and get their kids into it. Too.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm sure a lot of these parents try to push some older stuff on their kids and put them in the know-how.
Yes, and then the IC belt of Cody Rhodes, he brought back the old school IC belt. Now they got to bring back the old school tag team belt. I don't like the one they brought in, the penny belt.
Oh, that's one of the ugliest titles ever.
At first, I liked it, but
I when I first saw them, I was like, WTF.
Yeah, you know whose idea was that? It was Bret Hart. I'm assuming.
Oh, I don't know. I think Bret liked those old titles, the first ones that him and Jim won.
Okay, well, he's the one who brought him out, so I don't think that was his idea. They just brought him out to the ring.
Yeah, they probably just chose to use him as the presenter.
Okay, yeah, those are ugly. They need.
I'm gonna ask him the next time I see him.
Oh God, that'd be great if you get him on here, but he probably's too busy to say, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Well, you'd probably have to pay him for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of these, interviewers, have to pay.
Oh yeah, okay. Do you gotta pay them too, or no? Probably because you know them well.
Fortunately, I haven't had that kind of problem in getting superstar interviews, but I have gotten responses where they wanted money.
Okay.
Sorry, Larry Zbyszko. Don't mean to throw you on the burner there. You got an exclusive right here on your podcast.
Wow. Now, I don't understand.
Larry Zbyszko was one that wanted money, and former TNA superstar, what was her name in TNA? Anyway, Santana Garrett was another one.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, I don't understand. They make so much money, over the years, and they want money for a podcast. Are you? Wow, that's unreal. They must have wanted a lot of money for this stuff, right?
Well, everyone has families to feed. Let's not forget this is a business.
That's true.
And that's another thing. When fans complain about a lot of things,
Yep.
they have to realize this is a business.
Yes.
A lot of decisions, even though they're not popular decisions,
Nope.
are business decisions, and careful thought and weighing and balancing those decisions came. It just consideration. I mean,
Okay, I gotta ask you a question. When the wrestlers, not on the main show and they just stay backstage, what do they do? They just tweet all night, or what do they do all night?
No, to be honest with you, there are some superstars that run their own accounts, but many have someone else running their accounts.
Okay, I had a feeling about that. I had a feeling about that.
Everybody thinks they're tweeting the Iron Sheik. Sorry, it's his publicist.
Okay.
But I shouldn't be delivering trade secrets on air.
It's okay. I mean, I just asked you a question. You don't have to tell me. No, I was just wondering if these, like for example, if I know a lot of times the John Cena's always on Raw, but sometimes like the Mickers are never on Raw that much. So do they just stay backstage all the time, or what do they do?
Well, wrestlers plan their matches behind the stage.
Okay.
Usually up until the point that they're at the gorilla position before they go out.
Okay.
They're usually going over their match.
Okay.
You don't get to WWE and you don't get to that level without being a perfectionist and a little bit of an egomaniac.
Okay.
So these people are perfectionists and they want everything to go right. So if you fail to plan to fail. But if you go into something with a plan, you'll succeed, right?
Okay. Yeah. So if probably they have a meeting every morning, Monday morning, say, hey, we're going to have a match between you and John Cena. That's how it usually works, right? For the main event, that's how they book it. That stuff usually.
Well, no. First stage is the booking meeting.
Okay.
This is what we do at Heart Legacy. I don't know if it's in this succession in WWE, but we have a booking meeting.
Okay.
Where we devise a card. Right.
Okay.
Then we have a production meeting to make sure we're prepared for commentary, lighting, music, so on and so forth.
And the audio, make sure it works good, right?
And then the third stage is usually the day before the event, where you have practice,
Okay.
where the artists, we'll call the wrestlers the artists,
The artist.
create their craft and design the contest that the fans will see the next night. So they get their pre-practice the day before, and then while they're warming up and stretching at the beginning of the show or whatnot, they're going over their matches to make sure everything is
Smooth as silk, right? Piece of cake, right?
smooth as silk, baby.
Yep. But sometimes I know a lot of wrestling wrestlers hate this word as botch. I know it happens very rarely, you know.
Who cares? Sidney Crosby just won the Stanley Cup the other night, right?
Yes.
Sidney Crosby could go out, have one hell of an amazing game, have a hat trick,
Yes.
have a couple assists, and regardless whether he trips 5 or 6 times during that game, it still doesn't erase the fact that he had a phenomenal night.
Yes.
When things are going a million miles an hour, you know what I mean? Even the best racer, they're not going to be able to handle every corner perfectly, and sometimes accidents happens, right? Doesn't mean that they're not great racers or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully, you go WrestleMania. WrestleMania is freaking awesome. This is my third one. I went to 20, 26, and 31. Hopefully, next year I go to 33. I'm not really too sure yet.
WWE treats me pretty well, so I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure that I don't sound like I'm crapping on the company.
Yeah.
Because when they do come to Calgary, I get free access.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I get 2 free tickets from WWE each time.
Oh, wow.
And last time, wow, I was treated like gold. 2nd row ringside.
Was that a house show or a Raw or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, they need to go back there for a pay-per-view. Last time they had pay-per-view, what Backlash when Chris Benoit was there? Was that the last time?
Well, again, like the ratings, fan turnout has gone down. WWE is very good at making the arena look full, even if it's not.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially on SmackDown.
Yeah, hey, there you go, right?
And they're gonna be live next. They're gonna be live next month, so I'm kind of worried about that.
Well, you know, there's different ways to produce shows. You can use a half bowl. You could use a horseshoe. There's many ways around that.
So how long have you been a wrestling fan? Ever since you were a kid?
Let's see. Probably the age of 6.
Wow.
6 or 7.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
And probably Canada and all out there is more passion than the United States, right?
Yeah. Same thing with the UK.
I was just gonna say that. Yep.
And in places like India and whatnot.
Yep. And I think eventually UK will get a WrestleMania or any big event because they're dying for it.
Well, I think a Bound for Glory should be in England. They just had Slammiversary this last Sunday.
Yes.
I was a little critical even online towards Dixie Carter. I told her, I said, why am I gonna pay that much money to
I know.
to watch a pay-per-view that's gonna come off looking like an episode of Impact?
Yep.
Doing and dealing with what they had. This weekend's Slammiversary was a great show. It was much better than the one last year, but you look at TNA when it goes to England, they're filling big arenas.
Oh yeah.
So it only makes sense to have your biggest pay-per-view of the year, which is Bound for Glory, in England, in a sold-out arena, making it look big time. So I don't know why. They can go to Japan for a Bound for Glory, which was horrible. But Yeah.
I heard that TNA has money issues.
Not anymore, brother.
No?
Not anymore.
So I don't know what to believe. So
Well, Billy Corgan is now a partial owner,
okay.
and yeah, the company. I'm not gonna say it's all fine
Yeah.
because everything's in repair mode.
Yep.
But when it comes to the actual product and the episodes of Impact, they've vastly improved.
Way better than a couple years ago.
Way better, especially in storylines. It's like they've finally learned how to be consistent with storylines instead of changing it up. Now, with certain superstars that have left, they've been forced to quickly change a few storylines.
Yeah.
But when it comes to every other storyline that's been going throughout the year, they've really hit a home run in that regard.
Now maybe WWE could learn from TNA, huh?
I think WWE should worry about being WWE and TNA should worry about being TNA, and I think that's exactly what's happening right now.
Yep. So you don't think TNA will ever go be a Monday night and have two wrestling shows in one night, or that's
no,
no?
those days are over.
Okay.
You got to remember, they were bringing in ratings that were off the charts back in the Monday Night Wars.
Oh yeah.
7.7s and 6.5s.
And sometimes 8, right? 8.
Yeah. Look at the math. We're down to 2s and
1s.
3s.
That's sad.
3s when The Rock and Brock can come back. You know what I mean? But people talk about how TNA went from their peak of 2 million viewers down to what it is now. It's a drastic drop. But let's look at the WWE chart that went from 8 million down to 2, which is a drastic drop.
Yep. So I don't know. I know
really
you.
At it like a report card. They're both just as equally devastating.
Yes, and I guarantee, my friend, USA says they shake their head. I know they get the results too, just like W. Bad rains every week. Nothing changed for W. They don't improve.
Because they know that demographic, that they know they're going to have at least 2.5 to 3 million viewers tuning in every week.
Yep.
No matter how good the product is, no matter how bad the product is. But let's remember, this company, everything is planned, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything is planned. You usually after SummerSlam, rolling into the beginning of WrestleMania season, like when you have the Survivor Series. It's post Survivor Series is when the big season starts of WWE. The action is usually really big from that point till the following Raw on WrestleMania Raw.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, it's usually when business picks up.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the rest of the year there's a lot of flat episodes of Raw.
Oh yeah. And plus you got social media, so it kind of ruins it if it's like taped episode,
Yeah, and especially going up to SummerSlam, there's that big gap every year.
Yep.
Till SummerSlam, and then you have the little gap to Survivor Series. But once Survivor Series starts, look, you have Survivor Series, the Rumble, and then WrestleMania. That's the season.
Yeah, but
that's WWE's at its best. From Survivor Series to post WrestleMania Raw.
But well, the last few years, Survivor Series haven't been that great, like in the '90s, and that was the good old days, the classic tag teams.
Oh, it was the best when it was fresh.
Oh yeah.
It was the best.
And then I miss when Survivor Series used to be on Thursdays. Then they moved it to after Thanksgiving you could have
Thanksgiving, right?
I was too young for that, but me and my brother used to go to the video store and rent it.
Yeah. I'm in Canada, so our Thanksgiving's a different day than yours.
Yeah, no. See, people say why Survivor Series not on Thursday? Well, things has changed. Like you can't. The only way you could go back if you watch it on the network or watch it or pop it on the DVD.
Yeah, and you also got to factor in the internet
and
gamers. There's so many the gamers, like the gaming industry is huge.
Oh yeah.
So many people are playing games all day. So that factors into the former rating being an 8 and
Yes.
now being a 2. The internet, people are busy streaming and watching shit on online.
Yeah, like
So that
Netflix and all that. Yep.
so that also factors into the 8 rating going down to a 2. And you can say the same thing for TNA. When TNA was pulling in 2 million viewers, it wasn't as frequent as people are on the internet now.
Yep. Do you think we all know that TV's dying because you can get all that stuff off your freaking tablets or any device, you know?
Like I just said, yeah. I think the future of wrestling companies like Impact would be things like Netflix.
Yep.
What do you guys call it down there that you have? Hulu?
Yes, Hulu and then Netflix. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the wave of the future.
Yep.
That way, if people are busy at work and are having to miss Impact, which only comes on once a week,
Yeah.
if they don't have a DVR, they still have means of watching it anytime they want.
Yeah. Same thing. I know nobody will agree with me. I think WWE should just move. Go on the network or whatever because you can watch it anytime. You don't have to watch it at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're missing out on everything else outside of the box, right?
Like what?
Like Ring of Honor, like Lucha Underground, like TNA, like
Yeah, I know,
like
but you could
Bro, there's a whole world of wrestling out there that you're missing.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I get burnt out. I know I don't want to.
I hear you because there's too much WWE programming already.
Yes.
And they've done that on purpose.
Yes.
They want to keep fans in the bubble.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do following this, I'm gonna find last week's Lucha Underground episode. It's only an hour.
Okay.
And you'll wanna hug me and say, Andre, you're the effing best.
Yeah, I know it. I know it's on TV, but I'm keep forgetting to watch it.
Well, I'm gonna send you a link to a site. When it comes to Lucha Underground and stuff like that, even Impact sometimes, because I can't catch it on Fight Network if I'm working or busy. Like right now, I'm missing Impact because I decided to come on and hang with you, and that's all good. But I'll send you a link to last week's Lucha Underground show, and you're gonna be like, pardon my language, you're gonna be like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Wow. I guess this is a TV 14 now.
Well, just the way they do the promos, the action in the ring. Now, I'm not a fan of the amount of masked wrestlers. It's a little overkill.
Oh yeah.
But
I watch it time for time. Do you watch New Japan also?
the pay-per-views I do.
Okay.
Every year I will watch Wrestle Kingdom. I have a buddy out here that gets every single one of them every year, so usually go have a couple beers and watch Wrestle Kingdom.
How much are the pay-per-views out there? Is it a lot cheaper than WWE?
Shit, I don't know. Like I said, it's my buddy that gets the pay-per-views.
Okay.
I just bring some beer and that's my little pitch.
And probably you guys have good beer out there than America beer, probably.
Oh, bro, you don't know what you're missing. Who the hell was it? It's like freaking vodka. Oh, jeez. Was a celebrity I met, and what do you think of our beer? It's like fucking vodka.
Do you play any wrestling games, or you got no desire in that stuff? I was just curious.
What do you mean?
Like WWE games or the old school TNA games back in the day?
No, I don't play any video games anymore. I'm too old for that shit, brother.
Okay, well I'm getting up there too, but I still play.
I'm not saying there's an age restriction on video games, but no, I stopped playing a long time ago.
I guess you gotta have the passion, right?
Well, no, I just responsibilities in life outweigh my time that I have to sit in front of a TV playing a game. I don't have the time for it.
Okay. I just asked a question. That's all.
No, that's cool. I'm not offended, bro.
Okay, sweet.
man, you can like turnips and I can like squash. It don't make a difference.
Okay. Um, I bet you have a lot of wrestling merchandise in your home, huh?
No.
No?
No, I have the Heart Legacy stuff, the banners and stuff like that for shooting in my studio.
Okay.
I have a TNA wall for my TNA reports.
Okay.
What else do I have? I have a very limited edition replica belt of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship done by Reggie Parks.
Sweet. Awesome.
He's like god of wrestling belts. So yeah, it's a very limited NWA World title with the NWA logo in the center of the globe. Now most versions of the title that you get don't have that NWA logo in the globe.
Oh, really?
It's just a solid silver globe.
Oh, wow. The belt I have, I think is good, is the Undisputed belt when Lesnar won it. And I mean, it did not stay that long in the company, but it's still good. It's a replica. It's not the real deal, but my brother and his wife got...
The black one that Hogan had, too?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a decent belt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it stick long, but I don't know, whatever. You know how W is... You know how W...
The Winged Eagles. The Winged Eagle is the nicest W.
And then the other one I like is the Attitude one. The big old Attitude belt I love, too.
Oh, I hated that one. The big round... my buddy used to call it the dinner plate title.
Why do you hate that one? Is it because it's too big?
Shout out to my buddy Ryan. Yeah, the one that Triple H had, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my buddy used to call it the dinner plate title, and I said, you know what, bro? You're abso-frickin-lutely right.
I love that belt. That's awesome.
I didn't like it at all.
Well, everyone have their own. Do you
exactly?
Yeah. Do you like the old school WF hardcore belt or no?
No.
Okay.
A belt was smashed up? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if W was smart, if they could go back in time, they could make a brand new hardcore belt. You know what I'm saying?
I think hardcore wrestling's had its time.
No, not now. I'm talking about in that era. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, well, fine. It fit. It fit what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
It fit what they were.
Yeah, hardcore is not as popular like it used to be.
No, it had its course.
Yes. And it was a good course too, I think.
It was good in ways, but it was very damaging to the rest of the industry.
Yeah, especially the 24-hour rule, huh?
You see a guy fall off a roof going through 12 stacked up tables. What the fuck is going to impress you after that?
Yeah.
It set the standard and the bar so damn high that wrestlers, especially in the indies, were nearly killing themselves in a predetermined sport to try and get a pop. So, yeah, it was cool for what it was, but in many ways, it was detrimental to the business.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever met Paul Heyman yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but I will tell you an interesting story. I got my start in the business working for the one and only Bill Apter at OneWrestling.com. And Bill Apter, we all know the legend he is in wrestling and whatnot. Way back in the day, was mainly a photographer. And Paul Heyman is the kind of guy that Bill would tell me that he'd have his perfect shot set and ready to snap, and all of a sudden an elbow would come out of nowhere, and it was Paul Heyman.
Oh, wow.
Bumping him out of the way and stealing the shot. So that tells you the kind of character and human being that Mr. Paul Heyman is. Even though he's great on the mic, great with psychology, he's not that much of a businessman. And you look at the Destiny and what happened to ECW and whatnot. But he is a brilliant manager in a day where managers don't even exist.
Nope, that's sad.
So he's the best at what he does.
Yes, he is.
I also like Dirty Dutch Mantel. You guys know him as Zeb Coulter.
Yeah, I was not a big fan. I was not a big fan of him in WF or E. I just didn't like his character.
Okay, that's cool.
But where is he at now?
I don't know. He's probably enjoying some time off because those boys work all the time.
Oh yeah, I know he was in WF a long time ago. Then they brought him back, and then I don't know. You never know. Maybe he might be in ROH or TNA down the road. You never know if the money's right.
He left TNA and went to WWE, right?
I don't know. I didn't know he was in TNA.
He was the head booker for a while.
Okay. Maybe WWE should hire him as a head booker.
I don't know. I think his time in WWE's passed.
Ma-
But then again, look at Teddy Long. He's back all of a sudden.
Yeah, shocker, huh?
You never know.
Maybe they should hire you as a head writer. Maybe things could be turned around.
Pardon me?
Maybe you could work for WWE. Maybe you could help that company out big time.
Booking wrestling is an art. It's not just saying, oh, this guy's going against this guy's going against that guy. You gotta deal with a bunch of strong personalities.
Okay.
And see what kind of personalities would clash best against others, and what would work and what wouldn't work.
And plus, you got work. Plus, McMahon has the last word anyway.
It's an art form. I'll tell you something. I do have some creative control in Hart Legacy Wrestling, and I have booked a few main events with Smith Hart.
Sweet.
Match stipulations and the people taking part in the contest, and it's extremely fun, but it definitely is an art.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, back at SummerSlam '94, I saw me, my dad, and my brother saw Owen Hart, Bret Hart for the belt in Chicago. I was there.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the only time. I mean, back in the day, cage matches was very long, and of course, when you're young, you had no damn patience. And the blue ring, I wish they brought that back, but they won't bring that back. But I wish Owen Hart won that match, but never the case. You know, it was the Bret Hart's moment. You know.
I'll tell you something. Bret Hart was the better technician.
Okay.
And a lot of people. I live in Calgary. I work for the family. I've spoken with a lot of fans from this area that grew up watching the territory that the Harts came from, Stampede Wrestling, and many fans up here in Calgary honestly think, and I just happen to be one of those people as well, that Owen Hart was a better wrestler than Bret Hart was.
And plus, he was a good high flyer, wasn't he too?
Well, that wrestler. Yeah, he was a better wrestler.
Okay.
Like, he could do a lot more moves in his repertoire. When it comes to deck of cards, and each card represents a move.
Yes.
Owen had a much thicker deck of cards than Bret.
Oh yeah.
What I mean by technician, the moves that Bret had in his deck, every move was mastered.
Yes. Submission. He never pinned anybody, did he, in his career, did he?
Pardon me?
Bret Hart, in his wrestling career, he always made his opponent tapped out, correct?
No.
No, okay.
No, you look at the Hart Foundation and their finishing move, the Hart Attack. Jim the Anvil Neidhart would hold up the wrestler. Bret Hart would run. He'd run the ropes.
Okay, yeah.
And then he'd clothesline the guy off of Jim.
Got it.
And pick up the scraps and pin him. Now, before the sharpshooter was created by Stu, even though it's a lot like the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Before the sharpshooter came, Bret Hart was using the pile driver.
Okay.
As a finisher. So yeah, he's pinned many superstars.
But later in his career, when I was growing up, it was always tapped out.
Look at Undertaker. Look at when he beat Undertaker, when Shawn Michaels did the count.
Yes.
1, 2, and Shawn Michaels is like, fuck, and then he counts 3.
Yes.
He had to. There's another instance of Bret Hart pinning Undertaker even.
Yes. I love Shawn Michaels. A lot of people don't like him, but he's a hell of a performer. I know in his younger days, he was very cocky son of a bitch, you know?
Yeah, but the problem with Shawn Michaels is, I'll just throw a cliche, a saying at you. There's no I in team.
Yes, you're right.
Shawn Michaels was one of those I.
Yes, and I'm glad he grew up, you know?
Well, yeah, hey, God will do that for you.
Yes.
You know?
But I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much, man. This is a freaking blast.
All right, brother. I hope this was one of the better podcasts, and I hope your viewers enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Comment in the comment section below. You can follow me at Andre Corbeil on Facebook, at Andre_Corbeil on Twitter, And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Andre Corbeil. And every Friday at Vince Russo, the Andre Corbeil Show. Different superstar every week, wrestling fans.
Sweet. All the links down below. Have a good night, and good luck tomorrow because you got a big thing coming up tomorrow, correct?
You betcha, you betcha. A big poker tournament for charity, and the prodigy Matt Hart is competing in this tournament. As I said, it's all for charity, so hopefully he wins, and his favorite charity, if he does, will be the beneficiary of the prize money. They're $250 buy-ins, so there should be some good amount of Skrilla paper cash flow going to a great cause. So I'm going to be there to cover part of that and enjoy in the great casino food because there's a giant buffet there.
Yeah, they have good food in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in Vegas, brother.
Well, you know.
I wish I was in Vegas.
I'm sorry. I'm botching a lot tonight as a host. I apologize.
You know what? Don't even apologize.
Okay.
Like I said, this is still a good podcast, regardless whether there's trips, right? You still scored a hat trick, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, this will be up sometime tomorrow. So, will you say it'll be up tomorrow because it will take me forever to upload this. You know, I gotta edit it. I gotta do my processing. So, you can tell your viewers about it.
I'll give you a little closeout clip that you can use for personal, like for an intro or something. Give me 3 seconds here.
Okay.
This is Pro Wrestling Reporter Andre Corbeil, and you're listening to the teamryry Wrestling Podcast. There you go.
Thank you.